Every video here on 616 Entertainment is made possible by my supporters over on Patreon. If you enjoyed the show here today, consider signing up. You'll get early access, exclusive videos and podcasts, and more. Pro Wrestling Tees has the merch. As always, thank you for watching. Oh, how you doing, DanDans? Welcome to 616 Nitro. My name is Ian, and as you know from the title, as you know from the thumbnail, it's time for another colossal 4-on-4 dream match fantasy warfare. This will be Survivor Series style. Before you is Team WWF. Now, this is WWF Classic, you know what I'm saying? This is the golden age. This is before the Attitude Era, before Ruthless Aggression. You can tell from the ring. Hogan, Warrior, Andre, and Savage will take on Team AEW, consisting of Jon Moxley, Maxwell Jacob Friedman, Matt and Nick Jackson, the Young Bucks. Now, I have done 4-on-4 dream matches, fantasy warfare in the past on 616 Nitro and 616 Thunder. We have seen ECW versus TNA. We've seen WWF versus WCW. And that WWF was Attitude Era. So we were looking at like Taker, Shawn, Rock, and I think Austin. And I took the two winners of that and I put them against each other. So this is a whole new can of fucking worms here. Will WWF Classic be able to triumph over Team AEW? This is two eras separated by 30 to 40 years colliding in the middle of the ring, 4-on-4 elimination style. Now you might notice the WWF ring gives home field advantage to Hogan, Savage, Warrior, and Andre, but the referee is indeed Aubrey Edwards. So I'm trying to do the best I can to have this called right down the middle. Now, the Young Bucks, MJF, these are some small guys, you know what I'm saying? I'm not taking anything away from them, but when you see big behemoths like the Ultimate Warrior, Hogan, Andre, I think just inherently Team AEW is behind the 8 ball. And if they know what's what, and they know what's good for them, they're going to keep the immortal Hulk Hogan on the outside of the ring here. They're going to try to get Hogan disqualified immediately. And at a count of 13 now, Aubrey is slowing down the count because, you know, that's AEW. Why would the referee have any control? We also nearly just saw our first of what is sure to be at least 68 super kicks here tonight. This is a Young Bucks match after all. Hogan with a big vertical suplex on Nick Jackson. Matt looking for a flying forearm there, but it's not gonna work on Andre the Giant. Now, I know the man that you're looking at, you might be thinking, hey, I watched GM Showdown. That kind of looks like Stone Cold Combustion World Heavyweight Champion Andre the Garbage. It's not. This is a different universe. Oh, look at the double enziguri, and the Giant goes down. Andre the Giant meets the canvas for the first time here tonight. I'm going to do my best to not cough a lot through this. I'm sorry, I still am a little bit sick from jumping into the goddamn sewer to save those duckies. But, you know, I talked about that last week on Mortal Kombat Monday. It is what it is. MJF and the Ultimate Warrior. Who ever thought we would see these two men come face to face? I mean, honestly, nobody. Nobody thought we would ever see this because Warrior died when MJF was probably like 15. So it was never possible. But here in the world of 616 Nitro, in this cross-contaminated universe, we're seeing a big military press from the Ultimate Warrior, former WWF champion, former WWF Intercontinental champion, goes down with a clubbing blow to the back as Nick Jackson is tagged in. MJF tossing Warrior to the outside of the ring. Warrior is having none of it. I don't even think Aubrey got to a 1 count. But DanDan, we are still in the early going. You know how I like to do these dream matches. I want to hear from you. I want you in the comments. I want you to predict Oh, look at that. Little roll the dice action there from Nick Jackson. Drop kick to the face. I want your predictions. Who wins? Does Team WWF, or call them WWF Classic if you like, double powerbomb on Nick Jackson? Will it be Team WWF or will it be Team AEW who reigns supreme? And not only do I want your prediction on that, I want to know which other factions you want to see go to war. I've done DX versus the NWO, and hey, NWO completely ran roughshod over DX. That was a shutout. Sorry for the spoiler if you didn't watch it, but you should have. So never mind. Maybe the winner of this match will take on the NWO. Now that would be a bit funny if Team WWF Classic wins, because then we would have two Hogans on either side of the ring, which I think would be pretty funny. But, you know, look at this. Savage to the top rope, looking for a fist drop, but Matt Jackson able to get out of the way. Savage with a stalling vertical suplex, sending Jackson to the outside of the ring. Now, Team WWF hop off the apron immediately to get involved, and MJF just cracked the Ultimate Warrior with a steel chair. All bets are off here. Savage with a pile driver on MJF on the outside of the ring. It's hard to even figure out who's legal. Hard to figure out what's happening at all. I believe Savage is the man being counted out as it stands. 15, and that is going to do it. Andre the Giant with a big swing. Jon Moxley going to lose his lunch. I don't know who introduced that broken piece of table into this match, but it could come into play later in a big way. 10 minutes now, nearly 11 minutes elapsed. Nothing even close to an elimination. But if the Ultimate Warrior can... No, I was going to say, if Ultimate Warrior can keep Nick Jackson grounded, if he can get hands on Nick Jackson and slam him over and over again, that would be it for the Young Buck. Now, my feelings on the Young Bucks are have been stated many, many times across this channel. But hey, when you're putting together Team AEW, you can't play favorites, man. The Young Bucks were there from day one. It would be ridiculous to not include them. Oh, and a massive clothesline. Down goes Matt Jackson. That's what he gets for trying to get involved here. Andre the Giant looking for a massive overhand left, and look at the power of Nick Jackson! Somehow reversing that double underhook suplex of Andre the Giant. Cover. Big applause from this crowd. There's that massive clothesline again. We clearly do have a number of AEW fans here in the audience. This may be a WWF ring, but I don't know. The arena looks pretty high-tech. The arena looks pretty modern. So maybe we're in Vegas, you know. Maybe we're in Chicago. Maybe we're in AEW country. It's hard to tell. Savage to the top rope. Diving elbow to the heart of Jon Moxley. Cover. Oh my goodness. Jon Moxley kicks out at the last second. The de facto leader of Team All Elite Wrestling nearly eliminated first in about 14 minutes. A collapsing clothesline there from the Macho Man. Moxley looking to get back into this, but Savage maybe with the technical prowess to reverse Moxley. Top rope again, and another diving elbow. Savage not looking to follow up with a cover this time. Jon Moxley wisely going to make a tag to Maxwell Jacob Friedman, who's going to face off with Andre the Giant. That is big trouble for MJF. Andre the Giant with a left hook to the back of the head there. MJF goes down and a sidewalk slam puts him down once again. MJF fighting dirty. He pulls the microphone out to talk some shit. Oh, and that didn't work out. Poke to the eyes, rake to the eyes, and Andre the Giant with one fell swoop able to put MJF back down. Look at this, off the ropes. Andre the Giant just runs into him like a linebacker. And here is the double underhook suplex. MJF wisely gonna make the tag to Matt Jackson. Now Matt Jackson and Macho Man Randy Savage, well, not for long. A big double suplex and Jackson lands on his head on the outside of the ring. Now I did not mention it at the top, but just for clarity's sake, this match has no time limit as we are approaching the 20-minute mark. Oh man, a big Oklahoma slam from Hulk Hogan on the outside of the ring there. Sorry, my controller disconnected. If it wasn't clear, this is a simulation. I'm not playing, you know. MJF with a cross arm breaker. Savage goes down. And Matt Jackson, I was going to say, he needs to keep the offense on, but the second that you start to take some damage, Team WWF Classic are calling in Andre. And can you blame them? The question is, can't cover, not even a 1 count. The question is, can Team WWF continue to, tag in Andre the second they get in trouble? Oh, Andre trying to crush the guts, and he did! Nick Jackson has been eliminated in seconds. Andre the Giant, I think he grabbed a hold of his liver and just crushed it into a million pieces, smushed it. Team WWF now up 4-3. As Jon Moxley goes down, here comes the immortal Hulk Hogan. Jon Moxley eats a clothesline. Oh, and a big asshole breaker there from Hogan, who runs off the ropes. Big clothesline. Moxley is down. Hogan, big leg drop. Cover, middle of the ring.
1, 2, 3.
There it is. 1, 2, 3. Jon Moxley is done. This could be just as short as Team DX versus Team NWO. Team AEW, we said they might be behind the 8 ball. Big boot! Big boot! Hogan off the ropes! Oh, MJF. He grew up watching tapes of Hulk Hogan. He knows the tricks of the trade. He knew that big leg drop was coming. He was able to get out of the way. And here comes Andre the Giant. What I was trying to say was, this could be as short as Team NWO versus DX, when the NWO just completely swept them. And I'm thinking, you know what? Why even drag it out? Maybe within the next couple weeks, we will see Team NWO face off with the winner of this match. We don't have to wait a year to see it. Oh, and Andre the Giant with that tombstone! You did not see that move very often come from Andre's arsenal late in his career, which is telling me that we might be looking at a prime Andre here in this match. The question is, and it absolutely looks like Team WWF Classic. Oh, a flapjack that put Matt Jackson no fewer than 10 feet in the air. Off the ropes, but Andre's going to hold on. Oh, looking for the tombstone again. Jackson able to reverse, but for how long? Bear hug! Andre squeezing the life, and yes, he has done it! Matt Jackson submits. And then there was one. MJF versus Team WWF Classic. And you gotta think it's just a matter of time. Unbelievable domination here from Team WWF Classic. Big superplex off the second rope. I never thought we would see a shutout in any of these matches. And then the NWO shut out DX. But to see it about to happen again, Russian leg sweep from Randy Savage, it's just unbelievable. And let's say that it will be Team WWF Classic versus Team NWO. I think we take the winner of that and we put them against the winner of the other 4 matches, which was Team WCW. Which would really be interesting. MJF with a pile driver spikes Randy Savage down, and even though MJF is down 4-1, he's not quitting. Looked for a dragon sleeper there, but Randy Savage with the ability to hit that snapmare takeover, and that double powerbomb might do it. 1, 2, 3. Unbelievable. Just a complete decimation from Team WWF Classic. I gotta tell you, I'm shocked. I am absolutely shocked. I had a feeling that they would win, but I had no idea it would look like that. DanDans, I think we know what's coming up next. It's going to have to be Team WWF Classic versus Team NWO. What a match that's going to be. And you got to think about, it will be Hulk Hogan across the ring from Hollywood Hogan. It will be Andre the Giant across the ring from The Giant. It will be Randy Savage and the Ultimate Warrior squaring off with Kevin Nash and Scott Hall. DanDans, this could be the biggest dream match we've ever had on 616 Nitro. And who the fuck is going to come out on top? You know what? I think it's decided. I think we're going to find out next week. DanDans, thanks for watching 616 Nitro. I love you. And I'll see you next time.